What is up everyone, welcome to the channel, and in today's video we are going to understand whether you should invest in Vodafone Idea Limited or not. So without any further ado, let's get started. Here I have did some fundamental and technical analysis as well, and I will also conclude that whether you should invest or not. So basically Reliance Jio has disrupted the whole telecom industry, right? You may have heard that there are so many companies in telecom sector like Tata Docomo, Aircel, Telenor and all these companies are no longer exist because Reliance Jio has decreased the rate so high that they were not able to compete in the market. So the same thing has happened with Vodafone Idea as well. They merged their businesses and still they are struggling to get more customers. So let's understand with fundamental analysis. Basically, if I conclude before going into the fundamental and technical analysis, I would recommend that you should stay away from Vodafone and Idea. Why? Because there are so many things has happened in the past 3 to 4 years that conclude that we should stay away from this company and this whole sector, I should say. So let's understand with profit and loss. If we look at the profit and loss here from March 2015 to March 2019, in just 4 years of period, the company has changed from the very good company in terms of telecom industry from the worst country in the whole Indian stock market. So this figure you are saying that minus 17,000 loss, the loss of minus 17,000 is the highest among all the companies in the history of Indian stock market. So you can imagine how poorly the company is performing and how worst the situation is. So if you are still planning to invest, make sure that you should not invest more amount in this company. Why? Because you can clearly see the figures that the company is making losses of thousands of crore. So it is better to stay away, and it is being observed by the industry experts that the company may file bankruptcy in short period of time, right? So there is no guarantee of sustainability, so you should think about all these things. Another and very important thing is adjusted gross revenue. So the company have to pay 53,000 crore to Indian government because they have some spectrum issue and all these things, and they have paid only 6,852 crores. So still there are thousands of crores are in pending, and the CEO and industry experts are saying that they don't have that much money to pay the amount to the government, and that is why the trouble can happen, and trouble is happening from the share price. We can clearly see, we will see in the further. If we look at the customer number, Vodafone Idea has been losing continuously their subscription base. On the other hand, if we talk about Reliance Jio has going tremendously, and that is why on the other hand other big companies like Airtel and Idea and Vodafone Idea are losing their customer base. So with all this data, it explains that there is no good potential of this company in the long run. So it explains that how one player can change the complete industry. Now if you still want to invest, you still believe that the company may perform well and the company will sustain with the rival Reliance Jio and Airtel. So if you still think to invest, then you should consider this thing before investing, because there are some also positive things to keep that in mind. So first things first, that is, if you want to invest, don't invest more money. If you look at the current share price, it is around 3 rupees. So if you want to invest, if you want to buy shares, I would recommend to invest only 3 to 4,000 rupees, where you will get 100 300 shares, right? So don't invest more money because it has the highest risk, because the company may shut down their operation. So now let's look at some very few positive things about the company. Vodafone Global CEO has met with the telecom minister so that they can negotiate and relieve some relieve this AGR due. If the company fails to deliver the AGR amount, the company may likely to shut down. So that's why it is very necessary for the Vodafone Global CEO to meet and negotiate and solve the problem, because India is a very big market for Vodafone, and simply the company and the parent company, that is Vodafone, would not like to lose such a large number of subscriber base and such a huge market. So that is why it is necessary to negotiate with the government and the Supreme Court as well. If we talk about employment, the company employs the company has more than 13,000 employees, right? So if the company shuts down, there would be a huge impact on the economy, and that is why if government forces Supreme Court, then it may relieve the company. Why? Because if the whole company shuts down their operation, there would be more than 13,000 unemployed professionals, right? So there is still potential if government involves in this in the company, right? Another and a very important thing to keep that in mind is that a share price. It is going continuously we can clearly see from 2015. We also saw the profit and loss, right? From 2015, the operating profit has been decreasing continuously, and that is what we can clearly see in share price. There is no direct relation between them, but there are certain factors that we should consider. So if you plan to invest right now, you should not invest more money, because the company has so much uncertainty that the company may shut down their operation. So it's not like Yes Bank, but it is worse than Yes Bank. So if you plan to invest in this company, that is Vodafone Idea, I believe that there is not that much scope available, because Airtel and Reliance Jio are doing really great, and Reliance Jio is outstanding in the field of the telecom and internet business. So I hope you like this the complete analysis of Vodafone Idea Limited, whether you should invest, how much you should invest, and all the things. So do share with your friends and let them know that about what is going on in the company and what is the future of the company, right? So I hope you like this video, and I will see you in the next one.